Hello, Collateral Gaming listeners. Chazzle Dazzle here from the Trial by Error Variety Show podcast. I just wanted to take a few seconds to invite you guys over to what we do. No, it's not video games, but we do invite really awesome and unique bands from all over the world. We dig deep into their souls and find really cool stories to tell you, and there's tons of music every week, so subscribe to us wherever you subscribe to your podcast. We look forward to having you.
It's 420 time on the bonus round. Zach and I give out our recommendations for the best games to play while smoking weed. So sit back, relax, light a blunt, and enjoy the show. Happy 420, everyone. Welcome to Collateral Gaming Bonus Round. I'm Ashley Chancellor.
And I'm Zachary Gio.
And we are podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas. And yes, my friends, we are a emphasis on the 420 friendly podcast.
Oh, it's that day, my friend. It's that day that we celebrate so greatly by stating its name every single week or whenever we record. Happy 420, my friend.
Happy 420, guys. Whatever you have, smoke it if you've got it, whether that's a bong, a blunt, a joint, dabs, whatever you got. If you got that new Delta 8 shit, smoke that too.
Oh yeah, dude. It counts.
It counts. It totally counts. And I've tried it now, and I would say it counts. It's like a weak swag.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. You know, just kind of maintain that high.
Oh yeah.
But
oh yeah.
We're not just going to talk about getting high. We're going to talk about getting high and playing video games. This is something just kind of a little special tidbit, and instead of focusing on a particular game or a particular type of game or whatever, we're just going to sit here and talk about games that we recommend you to play while you're smoking.
Oh yeah, and even when you're not, you know, because these games aren't just, I mean, they're more fun and expansive on the brain when you're high and stuff like that, but they're just good games too, you know? They're well made, and we talk about good games, bad games, and everything in between. So we're going to get cracking on this. I'm looking forward to this. And even though this is just kind of a bonus round, so it's, you know, more laid back, but even so, we still got a lot to say about a lot of stuff, and I'm looking forward to it, as I always am.
Hell yes, my friend. Well, why don't you start us off, Zach?
Okay, well, since I'm playing it right now, because, you know, we're celebrating, and so I'm playing it right now, so I guess the first one I'm going to talk about is, like, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. This is one of those games where it's just, I saw that you actually had a couple of hours put into it on Steam, Ash, and I was kind of curious as to how you felt about it, but, like, I love this game because you're just, I don't know the name of this guy, but it's very Greek, and I can't remember it, even though I've beaten this twice somehow.
I haven't played it yet, actually.
You haven't?
No,
Then
I don't know why Steam is saying
lied
I
to me.
have. It's lying, I guess, because I tried to open it, actually, today and play it.
Oh, dude, it's heartbreaking. This game, you are literally a naked guy in a cauldron of water, and you have a hammer. And your goal is to get as far up the mountain as you can, unless you can actually get to the top of the mountain and beat it. And it's so stupid and so pointless, but at the same time, it has a lot of hidden messages and a lot of really difficult obstacles that kind of make you want to put your mouse through the wall. So I'm telling you, man, I'm actually stumbling upon one of these obstacles right now. And honestly, anybody who listens to this podcast and appreciates the games that we talk about will know at least what this game's about. You will have heard about it. You will have watched a streamer play it and cry themselves to sleep. But the obstacle I'm on right now is where the orange is sitting on the dresser. And you've got this high wall of rocks that you have to climb up, and to the left is just a very deep drop. And this is one of those games where the puzzles are extremely hard, and if you make one mistake, it's very possible for you to fall all the way back down to the beginning. And that's why this is a really good high game, because it allows you to like zero in and focus in and really focus on each individual detail in every single obstacle. And it's really cool. And I just fell all the way down. Great. It's really cool.
Way to go, bro.
Oh yeah. See, it's really fun to play, but when that happens, you're kind of sad because you got to go all the way back through with what you just beat. But I really like this game because the obstacles, you can kind of match them up with stuff that happens in your life, like whether they're good or bad or just, something you want to help yourself get over. I think this game is very appropriately titled, and it's very fun.
Get over it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not necessarily a slap in the face saying get over it. It's just saying, hey, this game is harder than it is for you to get over this emotionally. So work with me here, beat this game, and we'll get through it together. So that's basically what this game is. And Bennett Foddy knew exactly what he was doing when he was making it, and he probably angered a lot of people, especially streamers with this game, because I've watched a bunch of material in this game, and I've just seen nothing but stress, rage, and sadness. Until, they reach the top of the mountain, and there's something secret up there that I can't share because you have to beat it in order to get up there. But it's really cool, and it's very much worth it. But I like this game. You said you hadn't played it yet. Steam told me you had 102 minutes played, but I guess Steam was lying to me.
You know why? Because I think I had the game open, and then I closed my laptop, and it was running all this time.
Oh, that's
yeah.
I guess that's one way to do it. Yep. So
I don't know. I think I tried to play it on my lunch, but I couldn't get it to work. But it looks interesting. I've seen you play it, and before I watched you play it, I was familiar with it. I think I'd seen someone on YouTube playing it, and you don't forget a thing like that. It's a very unique game, and I definitely see what you mean. From what I have seen of the gameplay, it feels like a game that you can kind of zero in on and focus, and that's the kind of the perfect thing to do when you're high. Something that's almost stupidly simple, but still challenging. You know what I mean?
Ash, there is nothing simple about this game at all. This game is hell on earth. Especially the first time you're playing it, man. These obstacles are ridiculous, and you're just like, how am I supposed to get over this with a giant pot and a hammer? It's frustrating, but you ultimately figure it out. So, but I really hope you get a chance to run through the game soon, because as much as it's going to make you want to punch your MacBook, it is well worth the playthrough, especially when you get through all of his dialogue and all of his bad jokes just to get to the top.
Damn you, Bennett Foddy!
No, Bennett Foddy, you are a wonderful soul, and I hope you make another game exactly like this that makes people just furious and hurts their souls.
Well, I can just imagine like every time like you lose and every time you fail because the game is just stupidly difficult.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, it's rough, dude. It's really hard, but yeah, I like it. It's a game that I could honestly just play while I'm doodling around for hours, I'll practice trumpet sometimes, and I'll put the horn down and just play a little bit of Getting Over It to take a break for my lips. And then I'll just get over it and get right back on the horn. So I think that's the ultimate message behind the game is, I know I've kind of already said this, but I wanted to expand upon it a little bit. I think the purpose of the game is for you to take your life's problems and put them side by side with the actual game. And once you get through it, if you can get through that game, you can get through anything, because you can put your mind to figuring out where the obstacles are, how they work, and how to get yourself over them. That means you have the time and energy to spend into figuring out what's going on in your life and put it back together. And that's why I enjoy the game so much, because my days at work have honestly been a lot better. And my life is, coming up. I'll save that for the end. But
okay.
Yeah, it's a little announcement I've got. But
oh shit! Now you got me excited, bro. I don't even know if I know what you're talking about. Have you told me this yet? I do. Okay.
Do. Yeah. In fact, I think I told you right before the podcast. But yeah. So Yeah, I really enjoy this game. I'll probably continue to play it for a while. You get a golden cauldron after 50 wins, so that's the ultimate goal. If I can get there, that'll be crazy.
Oh, that's
But
like getting the golden bat suit at the in Arkham Knight, right?
wait, you can get a golden bat suit?
It's a bat suit with a golden logo, but you can only get it after you beat the game 240%.
What?
240%. So you have to do, I think, like 2 playthroughs and then some. I don't know. I haven't played that far into Arkham City, and it's not the game that I'm going to talk about when I'm going to talk about games to get high to. Although that doesn't mean it's not a good game. But what came to mind for me is actually another game that you introduced me to recently, and that was Golf with Friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Babe. I might pull that up right now, actually, now that we're going to talk about it, since there's so many stupid courses on. Oh, go ahead.
If Logic Pro wasn't so software intensive, I'd probably jump on and play it too on my computer. But
Oh yeah, dude. No, this man, take off, because there's so much good stuff about this game. I love it.
But yeah, no, I love playing with you. We just get on these like fucking crazy obstacle courses, and I think the times that I played with you, I was pretty high, and so you're just trying to like kind of wrap your brain around it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine, bro. You're like, what is happening? These courses are wild, dude.
Yes. Oh my God, they are wild. I wouldn't think that I would add a game like Golf with Friends to my list of any type of games, but man, I had a lot more fun with this than I would have expected. And I'm not really like a sports game person, and I'm not really a with friends game person, but
Yeah.
Evidently, the perfect match of these two things just
Oh, dude.
really hit it home.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's kind of fun to play by yourself, but it's nowhere near the experience that it is when you're playing with a friend, It's nowhere near that experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the courses in the game are super wacky and wild, and they're a lot of fun to get into because you really don't know what to expect from some of these holes. And that's part of the beauty of the game, is because there's so much creativity into what the game creators put into each course. So you and I have played how many courses together, Ash? Like 2?
Yeah,
2 or 3?
3, 4, maybe. I think we've done like 3 or 4, honestly.
Yeah, I know we did one with Trey, but then there was one that we did together that was like super awesome. I think it was the volcano course.
Yeah. There's like a volcano course that's like on some planet.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so nice. That was such a brilliantly designed golf course. And honestly, it inspired a lot of, custom maps from the community, and you can get those through the Steam Workshop. There's one, I'm going to pay homage to my first pick on this list. There even though we just did it. There's one called Getting Over It with something, so I don't know his name, but he's a genius. He created a putt-putt course that's just as hard as this. The par is like 6, Ash, and it takes like, if you mess up, you can go all the way back to the beginning.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh, no.
Now,
it is
hell
terrible.
no. I know, but hell yeah to the challenge. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, the sadness that it instills in the players.
Hey, there's something about, just trying at something and then finally getting over it.
Nice. Very nicely done.
But yeah, and even when you're high, because when you're high, you don't mind doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you just keep trying and you keep trying, and it's actually not too bad. You don't get too frustrated because you're mellowed out.
And it eventually all works out. So you eventually get over it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I love golf with your friends. You can play with up to 12 people on one hole or on one course, dude. And I think that's crazy. If we got like a Discord full of like 12 people, could you imagine the fun we would have playing with 10 of our friends
Holy shit.
on this game? That would be wild.
That would be wild.
It would be a very good time. I'll go ahead and say that now. It would be a very good experience to do that with.
I would love to do something like that. Or, when we were part of that massive party, and we were doing it was when we did the episode with Perfect Paradox.
Yeah, I remember when they were talking about Apex. We were supposed to talk about Apex, but we really just talked about everything in life.
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
was a good time.
that was a good time. I remember like being in this like party with these people, and we're all playing different games, but we're all just talking to each other,
Oh yeah.
till like late. And that's kind of more of the community spirit of video games that I guess I'd like to kind of get more into, because when you're just chilling out and you're high as fuck, you've got and it's a good high. You're positive, you're secure, and you just want to pick up a game and just talk to some people. I mean, even more so during quarantine.
Oh yeah, big time. Like during quarantine, it got so. I mean, during quarantine, I worked at Papa John's for the beginning of it, and so I didn't really experience a staying inside quarantine. I was, I fell all the way.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's okay. I fell. I did fall, but I didn't fall all the way down. I fell. I was on top of the steeple of the church, and I fell right beneath the panther's mouth, so I can jump up and catch. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I delivered pizzas for Papa John's as an essential worker when the pandemic started. So I never really experienced a quarantine where I had to stay inside. I was constantly moving. I was delivering pizzas, but there is something about the pandemic and everything that's happened that's caused a lot of social distance, and that's not a pun to make fun of social distancing, even though that would have been a perfect time for that. I just think that when you have that time by yourself, it kind of gets lonely, and so these games that we're talking about just kind of help it pop off.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah.
Probably just lost my train of thought there in the middle of speaking. And y'all probably all heard it, but that's totally fine. It's all right. That's why we're here, bro. It's 420.
I lost my train of thought too with your train of thought. So I guess let's just talk about another game.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn to go. All right. So my next choice for this would definitely, without a doubt, have to be Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, hell yes.
Any form of the game, Super Smash Brothers. Like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is probably one of the best multiplayer games of all time. That is probably, without a doubt, one of the most compact and intense experiences, even though it keeps the same Smash formula and does a perfect job of doing it. You have like 65, 66 characters at this point, all of the classic maps, plus new ones that they've made specifically for this game. And the combat is just as smooth and wonderful as it's ever been, if not even more so, because it's so much more fluid than Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. I'm sorry that game even exists. And
oh, damn. That was some shade right there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a good Smash, but it was on the Wii U. And while the Wii U had some banging titles, the user interface was not too user-friendly, So I didn't enjoy Smash as much on the Wii U. But, dude, Smash Brothers Ultimate is the ultimate game to just
just
get lit and have a good time, man, because it's an all-out brawl once you get started, no pun intended. And man, I'm telling you, my favorite character is Link, hands down. Either Link or
hands
Samus.
down, me too. Link is my main in Smash,
Samus
Smash in general.
Samus is my main in Smash, actually.
Samus is like my second.
Samus is just ridiculous. Like, especially in Ultimate, man, her charge beam, it's like a 2-shot kill. If you hit somebody with the charge beam twice, you're going to knock them off the map. It's crazy.
Yeah, Ultimate is definitely, I would say, the pinnacle of Smash Brothers. You want to talk about Smash Brothers? I mean, Ultimate is just objectively the best in the franchise, but Smash Brothers in general has historically been a very, very great weed-smoking game series. It is one of those games that you can really just you can play with friends. You can kind of have it's competitive, but it's still like casual competitive. It's fun, Well, it can get pretty competitive. There are tournaments and shit, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The tournaments are ridiculous, bro. I don't think I could ever bring myself to play in a tournament just because of how angry some of those kids get.
Yeah,
and I mean, I'm not really one to talk. When I play Smash, I get really mad. Sometimes mean, but that's not who I am. It's just Smash, man. Smash is one of the most rage-inducing games of all time, especially when you're like skilled at it and you just make a stupid mistake. And that's one thing that makes it so much fun, because it doesn't matter how good you are at it. You're still going to make mistakes, and it's like Rocket League, but a little easier than Rocket League. I can't even lie.
Yeah. Man, I love the hell out of Smash. That is like definitely the funnest game to play with the homies.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't wait to dust you when I come to see you.
Man,
in a
if it
couple
isn't a
months.
couch co-op though, yeah, that is a couch co-op game. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I can't. I would happily play it with you online over the Switch, but it just wouldn't be the same. You have to be there to play and face the person that you're destroying or getting destroyed by. You have to be there to own up to it. That's why I don't know. I just don't appreciate online Smash as much as I probably should. But it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. When I play Nintendo, I'm not as much focused on the online aspect. You know?
I don't really know many people that are, to be honest, except for people that run Breath of the Wild 24/7 and speed run and stream it, and constantly. Oh no, I fell. It's okay. Other than that, I don't see too many people on big on online with Nintendo stuff. And I hope that someday that changes, but I think that's something that sets Nintendo apart from the other video game companies, that they have a lot more personal and family touch to their games.
Yeah.
They're a lot more focused on story and just overall quality of gameplay rather than just slapping a multiplayer together. Cold War. Sorry. Sorry, I had to get that out of my throat. And just dumping it on fans. Now, don't get me wrong. Cold War is going to improve in Season 3. I'm actually very much looking forward to the new season. But it's still one of the worst CODs that has come out in a long time. It's just not up to standard with Call of Duty in the way it should be. Now, I think Season 3 is going to be awesome. That's a little segue, I guess, Ash, to talk about Call of Duty, because that's my next one. But I'll go to that in a little bit. What's your next game before I go off on a tangent about COD?
Go on your tangent. Go on your tangent.
Okay.
I have my next pick in mind, but go on your tangent first.
Okay, so Call of Duty is fun, right? But it's definitely a game that you you want to hang out with your friends, y'all get lit and just shoot people. It's so much fun to go into an online lobby and listen to the toxic kids that are too prideful to admit that they suck at the game. And yes, I'm calling out every prepubescent COD player. I'm doing it.
Fucking squeakers, man.
Oh, I haven't heard that term in a very long time. But I mean, it's cool that they're playing the game, but at the same time, it's rated M for mature, man. You got to be 17 to fully appreciate and respect the game. Because even though today's society is a lot more lenient on kids and like the stuff that they can be exposed to. When I was a kid, my parents caught me playing Call of Duty at 12 years old. They'd probably punch me in the face.
Yeah, you had parents that I guess were kind of as strict as mine, I suppose. My mom didn't let us play video games where you could kill people. That was her rule. We could not play video games where you killed people. If we killed monsters or aliens, it was okay. And of course, that brought about the argument from me. Well, what if killing something that's as intelligent as a human? Like the space pirates in Metroid have at least human intelligence. Well, some of them do. Some of them don't. Most of them don't. I'm gonna kill Ganondorf. I mean, he's basically a humanoid. And then, eventually I just bought Assassin's Creed. I think that was like the first M-rated game that I just bought for myself.
How old were you?
I was a teenager.
Oh,
Old enough
nice.
to buy an M-rated game, so I guess 17.
So you were 17. Yeah, I was about to say, homie at GameStop did you dirty, bro.
No, I take that back. No, the first M-rated games that I played were Fable, actually.
Ooh, that's a
Fable.
good series. I love Fable 3.
Yeah, I started with Fable 2, and then we did Fable 3. Dude, you know that's what we did our pilot episode on, right?
Fable?
Fable.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's in the old Fables now.
The old Fables. I think Fable would be a fun game to play high. I mean, we definitely did when we were getting ready, when we were recording this first episode of the podcast.
Oh yeah.
It's not too complex because you don't really want to play too complex of a game while you're high. Like, I don't know that I'd want to play like Zelda or Metroid, and those are my favorite franchises of all time. But I don't know, like, if that those are fun games to play when you're like stupidly high. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, no, dude, like it's a wonderful experience, Ash. Especially Zelda. Like Metroid's cool and all, but it can be freak out material at some points. But
Yeah.
Zelda, bro, Zelda is an otherworldly experience. It is just it's amazing. I love it.
We did the Zelda CDI games. I would, you know what? I would call those as recommendations to play while high, but not recommendations to play. Those are the Zelda CDI games are they're I wouldn't yeah, they're not fun. I think our final verdict on those, and that was our first 420 special, was that they're fun to like watch the cutscenes or watch a playthrough of it because they're so bad they're good, but the general gameplay is just so bad it's not fun at all. So I definitely recommend to watch those cutscenes and watch those if you're stupidly high. Just watch our playthrough. That's one of our Patreon commentaries that's out.
Oh yeah, dude, the CDI games.
Hell yeah.
God, the games where Link talks are just cancerous. I'm sorry, that's a terrible term, but you know what? It's a bonus round. I don't even care.
Okay.
They're so bad, bro. I will say, like, the map concepts and the music is banging in the CDI games, but other than that, like, the story and the voice acting just kind of makes you want to punch a baby.
It's like watching The Room, though. It's so bad it's good. Like, I love watching, just the fucking cutscenes. I'd play through like 3 hours of terrible gameplay, frustrating, can't even tell where you can land at. The level design just fails on a basic level, but you play through like a few hours of that, and then you get to one of these just completely satisfying cutscenes. I mean, they're just so funny.
They really are, but they're so terrible that it's almost worse than The Room, honestly. That Nintendo would take our beloved franchise and let something like that happen to it.
Link, join with me, and together we will rule Kuradai, or else you will die.
Or else you will die. And now, young Skywalker,
Lamps,
you will die.
ropes, bums, or is it no, ropes, bums, lamp oil? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees.
As long as you have enough rupees.
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 They're not even consistent, man. They're not even consistent
Oh.
with the main series. It's terrible. But these came out in like the 90s. So, speaking of the 90s, okay, I have another recommendation if you'll allow me to go ahead.
Oh, keep going, dude.
All right.
Keep the train moving.
All right. So, we were recently playing we were recently watching the Jay and Silent Bob, the View Askew-niverse films. Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, and then culminating in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which was our Collateral Cinema 420 special, right?
Oh yeah.
So watching that, I was looking online. I was like, are there any View Askew-niverse games? Any like Jay and Silent Bob games? And there is one on the Switch, and I think there's one coming up too. But this one's called Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl, and it's like a retro beat 'em up. It literally plays like an NES game. It's actually kind of insane, and I'm playing it right now. Actually, I have it on my Switch. And
Nice.
Yeah. It's just like a straight up brawl. And whenever having watched the movie recently, which is was our stoner film that we picked for the podcast, I figured the game would be appropriate.
Oh yeah, big time. I just want everybody to know that's listening right now, who understands the game Getting Over It. I am at the ice cliff right now, which is one obstacle from the end of the game. So
Oh shit.
I'm popping off.
He's at the ice cliff.
Cliff.
Ice cliff. I don't know.
I'm about to. Oh my gosh! It's awful, dude. It's so bad. Like it's almost taking my focus off of the podcast.
All right.
Oh.
Well, so Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl, I haven't gotten very far in it, but I imagine that this game, it would be just a perfect kind of game to play while smoking weed. Just relax. Any kind of retro beat 'em up game, to be honest, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially like we're gonna get into these later, but Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat is a wonderful game to just pop in and get going when you're having a good time. I just fell down the ice cliff.
Yeah, I would bet so. You know, that's a problem. We don't have any we have stoner films, but there are no stoner games, or none that I really know of.
Well, okay. So what about Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Fantastic movie, really awesome game, especially if you're Liddy McTit.
You know, that might count, right? I mean, it's I've seen the game. I haven't played it personally, but I watched my friend play it. That's also kind of a beat 'em up / platformer, or
Oh yeah. You gotta defeat Ramona's 7 deadly exes.
nice. Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like in the movie. I fucking love that movie.
Oh, it's one of the best of all time, dude. Too bad Michael Cera is a jerk, and that's why he doesn't get cast anymore, because he argues with people. But this
Oh
is
man,
Collateral.
fuck that.
This isn't Collateral cinema, though. I'm not going to roast him on here because I love him. He is one of my favorite actors. Like Superbad, dude.
Hell yeah.
I know you've seen Superbad.
Actually, I haven't seen Superbad.
Ash? What? Oh, dude. That's got to be another one of our streaming parties. Like, we're going to
Yeah.
have to watch that because that movie is just a joy.
Yeah, I would love to. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Like I said, growing up, I had more restrictions, I guess. So we generally didn't watch movies that were coming out. Even up into my high school years, I just, I didn't really get in. I didn't smoke weed until I was out of high school, actually.
Me too. I'm the same way.
Yeah, and like all my friends did, but I just didn't. And I don't even think at the end of it it was a point of like not wanting to. I just no opportunity, and then boom, get into college, and it's like okay, yeah,
Yeah, you gotta, man. You gotta stay alive, man. College is rough.
yeah, exactly.
Just like this ice cliff, bro. This ice cliff feels like a doctorate degree right now, bro. This is terrible. I cannot get past this thing
But see,
to save my life.
that's why it's good to play games. That's like an escape for me, And with
Oh,
my
yeah.
mental health as of recently, I don't want to get too deep, but the just being able to like get into a video game world and just fuck around and not have to worry about. I mean, you can put all of your energy into it and forget that there's like a world outside for a second.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's one of the best things to do when you're stressed or sad. But at the same time, it can also be kind of unhealthy because you can use video games as an outlet for some time. But I guess this is kind of like a good little time to say this. Like, yes, we are happy that today is 420, but you can't use that to suppress super hard stuff. If you guys actually need help, talk to somebody, man. Like, you got family that loves you, you got friends that care about you. Talk to somebody and utilize that help, that love that's around you. And if you don't, well, I'm not going to say you can DM me because that gets kind of personal, but just know that everybody that listens to this, we love you very much because we love recording these podcasts, even the bonus rounds, especially the bonus rounds sometimes with some of the material that we get to cover. It's very exciting. And I just want you to know, Ash, that I'm about to conquer this ice cliff. And
You're
I
about to get over it.
I fell down. One more tug, 2 more, 3. No!
Yeah.
I fell all the way down. It's
We
fine.
want you guys to know that there's resources. I mean, we're not professional resources by any means, but I mean, yeah, you could hit me up. But actually, if you check out one of our podcast partners, Victims and Villains podcast, we've collabed with them a couple times, and on Collateral Cinema and on Collateral Gaming did a live stream with them actually for Awareness-a-thon, which was their event. But they're a podcast that focuses on pop culture and mental health, and they actually have a lot of good suicide prevention and other mental health resources on their website. So little shout out there, Josh, if you're listening to this, Captain Nostalgia, and Dan, we recorded with him as well on our Zelda Dungeon recommendations episode.
Oh, yeah, man. Dan's a really good guy. I enjoyed getting to talk to. Hopefully we can record with him again soon.
Hell yeah. We'd love that, man. If you're listening to this, feel free to record with us anytime. You were cool as hell.
Yes, 100%, dude. We appreciate you. Thank you. But I got one more game to talk about before we wrap this up. But wait, how long have we been recording, Ash?
About 30 minutes.
Nice. Well, then I probably have like one or two more games to talk about. I conquered the Ice Cliff.
All right. You conquered it. You got over it.
I did get over it. Now, all that's left is to get on top of this little building and climb the tower, and I'm free. Now, another game that I really want to talk about playing when you're lit is Sonic Adventure.
Okay.
Now, this is a game, I don't know what year this game was released, but it was released on the Xbox and the Dreamcast. And I'm telling you what, if that's not one of the most fun Sonic the Hedgehog games ever, because everybody knows that the series took a deep dive in 2006 with Sonic 06, and I'm sure we'll talk about that at some point.
Like Sonic, like Sonic, like Sonic, like Sonic! Don't you know that your actions have consequences?
Bro, I think Amy might be one of the most annoying characters in the world.
Well, that was a semi-classic Sonic fan. You remember that kid?
I do, but that just made me think of Amy.
Okay.
For some reason, just constantly like crushing and following Sonic. It's so weird. I never understood it because Sonic Adventure was my first Sonic title, so I didn't know anything about Sonic.
Sonic.
Sonic. SanDisk.
SanDisk. Yeah, I actually recently got Sonic the Hedgehog on my iPhone. I saw it on the iOS App Store, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" And it's the full Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and it's free to play. I don't think I paid anything for it. I think
you probably didn't.
Yeah, if I did,
Which
it was like
really
a buck.
good.
It was like a buck or something. But if there was any, and it might have just been to remove ads, honestly.
Which that's totally worth it, honestly.
It is. I used to think, hell no, I'm not paying for not seeing ads. But like when it's just like a buck, it's like, okay, 99 cents, no ads. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, like if you buy a game off the App Store, why do you have to spend more money to get like the Battle Pass or something like that? Like I hate that crap. It's really annoying.
It's their attempt to fit in a market where the standard is that apps are free. So if you're an app that actually put an amount of investment into your work and you can't afford for it to go free, I mean, the best thing you can do is make it free and have advertising. And,
That is.
But and then the advertisers pay you, and then you can provide a premium option so that people don't have ads, and and then it still gets paid for. Just think about it in that sense. You're not paying to some corporation or something when you're buying an app, in-app purchase, unless it's like one of like the big games. I mean, fuck those guys, but you know what I mean. Like most of it at the time, it's like the indie developers, and that's what I really like about kind of the App Store environment, and that's really kind of a great game to talk about as well. Is just kind of the general App Store format. But you go back to Sonic Adventure. I want to hear more about this.
Okay, so Sonic Adventure, I really like this game because from the very first moments of the game, you're just chilling at the pool by the hotel as Sonic. You're just laying in a lawn chair, and the first thing you see is Tails' plane crash on the beach. And so you go to investigate, and that's the first level right there. And Sonic has some of the most fun levels because it's just high-speed loop-de-loops, gold rings, and enemies to home attack. And I love that. And so you can imagine what it's like to 420 it up and then just go play the game.
Yeah.
To just run through all the creative different levels. Like I still remember the names of the levels. Like level 1 was Emerald Coast. It was like a beach level with a lot of sand, spike traps, and critters. The second one was Windy Valley. The third one, you have to go into a casino and play casino games in order to get enough rings in order to open the door. And then the fourth one is an ice cavern. The fifth level is Twinkle Park, I think.
Okay.
it's Amy gets captured by Dr. Eggman's robot, and you have to chase him through Twinkle Park, which is the amusement park.
Wait. You call him Dr. Eggman?
Or Dr. Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik, man. Eggman is just the stupidest name.
No, I love it, bro.
You like it? Okay.
I love it. That's what they call him in Sonic Adventure anyways.
They don't call him that in the Sonic movie. They went back to roots. They were like Robotnik.
That was like a Sonic. That was like a Sonic origin story because Sonic called him Eggman on top of the tower at the end of the movie. He was like, what? He was like, he said some quip and then he called him Eggman. I
Okay.
watched the movie like a week ago, and it's actually really good.
It's
If you
so good, dude. We did we did
James,
we did a collab episode on it with Collateral Cinema.
oh nice, yeah, dude. James Madsen actually restored his uh, reputation as an actor with that movie. I was
Yeah.
very proud of his performance. And Ben Schwartz is perfect for Sonic, man. Ben Schwartz, they could not have picked a better actor to play Sonic. I love it so much.
Well, other than the original, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
The original is the same guy that voices Ezio, I believe.
did he deny it?
Hold on, Sonic VA.
I beat Getting Over It again. Woohoo!
Again?
Oh, yeah, I got over
You
it.
got over it?
You said I did it?
Roger Craig Smith, that's it. Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does he's the main, primary voice of Sonic in the games. And he also was the voice of Ezio and some other things that was like, wait, he's all of that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think didn't he also do Batman in Arkham Origins?
I think, yeah, you did say he was Batman in Arkham Origins. When we talked about the Arkham series, that was one of the actors, or one of the voice actors you stated.
Chris
Yeah,
Redfield in Resident Evil, and he also plays some characters in Naruto and in Bleach. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Kyle
with the
Crane
word-
in Dying Light and Mirage in Apex.
Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
Roger Craig Smith, and I have beaten Getting Over It again, ladies and gentlemen.
That's another good game to play high, Fortnite. Or really
Fortnite is
yeah.
Fortnite is not a good game to play ever.
I'm
anymore.
sorry, I said Fortnite, I meant Apex. I don't know where my brain was at.
How dare you disrespect?
I know. I associate them together only because like my brother used to play Fortnite and then right after that he played Apex. And I know they're very different. I've played both of them. And but I still in my mind just associates those two. I mean, they're both battle royales, so I guess they're not that dissimilar. But
No, not at all.
Apex is definitely the superior game. I'll agree with you on that.
It's I mean, I used to love Fortnite. I used to grind Fortnite every day. Me and my friend Richard would find time in between class just to go home and run 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
You know how much money I spent on gas just because I went home to play Fortnite? It was such a good time. But at that time, we only lived like a mile from the school, and we spent most of our time at the Fine Arts Building, and so it was right next to where we lived. So it was a great time. But Apex is one of my favorite battle royales ever to come out. It's so fun. The movement is fluid, the guns are awesome. The checkpoints are just fantastic. It's a great checkpoints. Why did I say checkpoints? The attachments. That's what I'm thinking of.
Attachments.
Okay. Yeah, you can get attachments in Apex. You can get like regular, blue, which is rare. There's gray, blue, purple, and gold.
Okay,
Attachments. And the better, if you got gold attachments on your weapon, you're cracked, basically. So.
Yeah. A good battle royale game is honestly fun to play Blazed. Because again, it's something you can just singularly focus on, and you don't have to take too seriously, but like you still take it seriously. Some people take it too seriously, but not when you're high. When you're high, you just relax.
Oh, dude. What? Ah! They just start screaming and get so mad. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's honestly fuel for entertainment. That's so fucking great. But the problem is that companies like Respawn and Epic, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they're and even now Activision, right? They fucking like everything's skill based nowadays, and it's a problem because there's no just casual battle anymore. It's like you were complaining. I mean, you were the one that you brought up that point to me, right?
Yeah.
That it's what honestly like what makes like Call of Duty Ghosts just not enjoyable, right? Or not Ghost, Black Ops Cold War.
Dude. Cold War makes my heart hurt.
Cold War, yeah.
Oh my god. It's getting good, you know. I'm hopefully they'll fix a lot of the content and keep adding new good stuff, but we're getting a new sniper rifle and you all know how I feel about sniper rifles. I am a sniper king.
Yeah.
But
any battle royale type game, and any like FPS type game, basically shooters in general, it's just kind of a relaxed environment, you know, when you're under the influence.
oh yeah, 100%. It's a good time. Every single time it's a good time. Especially if you've got like a friend that you live with or a really good friend that also has the system or the PC and they can just play with you. It's a really good time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man.
So, have a question for you. When's the last time you played Apex?
When's the last time I played Apex? I think it was the last time I played it with you.
Okay. Well, my last little selection for this talk, if we're going to talk about dedicated games, I'm going to say Rocket League.
Oh, yes.
Rocket League is an amazing game to play no matter what state of mind you are in. But nevertheless, it's my biggest pick because it's one of the most fun games I've ever played. The learning curve is steep, the game is stupid hard, and it's so much fun to completely lose your mind and just have fun getting your crap kicked in by the mechanics in the game.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of this game?
Oh, this
honesty.
game is so much fun, man. You actually rage quit, so you you take it a little too seriously, my friend. When I play with you, though, we have a blast for a bit, and especially just playing while in a relaxed state of mind.
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. And yes, I do rage quit, and no, I'm not afraid to admit it, because I want to get to a professional level in this game, man. I love it that much. It's that much fun. And when I got a PC, it was just the biggest upgrade ever. I went from 60 frames per second, 60 hertz, to 144 hertz, and like 144 frames per second, fast response times, clearer graphics. It's just a good time. You know, Rocket League looks good, has looked good since it came out back in 2015. But man, they really knocked it out of the park with this game because 6 years later, it's still relevant. You know, there's still a Rocket League championship every single year, which is super fun to get baked and watch with your friends because I've done it twice. It's a great experience. And when they win, there's this huge party that happens. And it's all because of a game where you drive an RC car and play soccer. But it's so much. It's such a good game. It's such a difficult game to learn, and when you do, you feel supernatural, bro. It's ridiculous. When you're good at that game and you hit a crazy shot, you're just like, "There's no way that just happened. I should not have done that." But you did it.
You did it. It's all you, bro.
Oh yeah, especially those flip resets, baby. Ooh, can't do them.
Yeah. No, that is definitely a very chill game. Well, chill and not chill. It really depends on what state of mind you're in, I think.
Yeah, I'm not chill when I play that game sometimes. I rage a good bit.
But it can be chill. It can be a chill game. It's just soccer with rocket cars, man. And what else is there? What is more stoner than that, honestly?
Sounds like some cyberpunk stuff, but it's lit because all the fans are eggs. Everybody in the stand. Do you remember me telling you that? Like, hey, all the fans in the stands are eggs.
They're all fucking
because they are. It's so cute, bro. And they're just there to crack up and have a laugh.
All right. You know what I'm going
to try to let the sunny side stay
up. Is Eggman in there?
Sorry.
Is Eggman in there?
Okay. Beautifully put. Yes, he is. Jim Carrey, though.
Oh, Jim Carrey does such a good job in that role.
He does such a good job in every role he plays, man.
Honestly,
he's just.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
You've seen The Truman Show, right?
No.
Oh, what were we talking about?
Honestly, I don't even remember, dude. But it's okay because we're here and we're high and we're having a good time. You know, I would recommend Mario Party. Mario Party is the perfect game to play while high. How long has it been since you've played Mario Party, man?
Honestly, Oh gosh, I couldn't tell you. Probably 3 years, maybe.
Okay.
It's been a long time, but Mario Party for the Switch is just a good time, man. And watching YouTubers play that game and scream at each other when they take stars and lose mini games, it's just a beautiful time.
Yeah, I agree. It is a very that's the definition of a relaxed environment. Nintendo kind of excels at that. Nintendo excels at making 420 friendly games. I'm telling you. Fucking Mario. I mean, any Mario game, not just Mario Party. I named Mario Party just now in specific.
Yeah,
but almost
honestly,
any Mario game is fun to play high.
Dude, absolutely, especially Odyssey. Like,
Yeah.
all of those moons that you can collect, it's just such a good experience, man.
I was just telling someone right before I came over to this podcast, I was just telling someone that Mario is kind of one of those games that's just actually the same fucking thing like 20 years later. And it was to someone who doesn't like video games. And I was like, well, how do you not like video games? That just means you haven't come across the right video game. Because, it's like this, right? Who comes up and says, like, just straight up, I don't like movies? Nobody. That'd be weird. Nobody says they don't like movies because there's so many different types of movies. It's the same thing with video games. So,
Oh, yeah, man.
to those kind of people, I'd say Mario. Mario is the perfect game to play for someone who is a casual gamer because it offers an experience where you can actually get into it. But
Mario
it's
is
the
one of
same
those
fucking
games
thing.
that culturally just makes an environment better. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Ash, we might have to cut this part out too because there's a lot of audio skipping happening right now.
Not on my end.
I'm
hearing
I don't
you.
know what's going on then.
Okay.
Your voice is cutting in and out a little bit.
It's good, bro. I mean, we'll probably about to wrap it up here in a minute. But
Okay.
yeah, I would say any Mario game, man, and especially Mario Party, and really any of the Mario sports games. So you go from the spin-offs, you go from the main series games, the ones that more traditionally resemble the more traditional 2D games, and even the 3D ones. It's all fun. You can go from any era. It's one of those games that just never changes fundamentally, and that's what's great. I mean, when I'm talking about like core Mario, any Mario game. Any Mario
kicks
game.
ass and jumps on your head. Absolutely, Mario just kicks ass and jumps on your head. That's it. You're done.
Yeah, and I
mean,
imagine
the man can fly with the help of a leaf.
I imagine Mario would be pretty fun to play on mushrooms.
Yes, that's beautiful. I really like that. Oh, that reminds me of an epic rap battle between the Wright brothers and the Mario brothers. I gotta send you that after this. Yes, I do like epic rap battles of history. Hate all you want. They're hilarious.
All right, all right. Well, any final recommendations, honorable mentions?
Quick little honorable mention. Any type of like old Namco arcade museum type style game like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, those Dig Dug, those are all really fun games to play. And just that's my last one, but happy 420 guys. Like it's really cool to be able to record for this. Ash, what about you? You got any last minute recommendations or any comments on Namco or anything?
Well, Bo just got here. Bo! Say hello to the mic. No, get on the mic. Get on the mic, you vegan bitch.
Snoochie boochies, y'all.
That's right. You heard it from the man himself. Snoochie boochies. It's 420.
I don't know what that means.
It's a Jay and Silent Bob reference.
Oh, Snoochie boochies.
Snoochie boochies, yeah. So, yeah, we're chilling here. I actually just came over to Bo's house and started recording, and he probably didn't even know I was here. He just walked in on me recording in his house. That's the motherfuckery that goes on down here at the studio.
That's beautiful.
It is. It is extremely beautiful. No, it's not like I didn't say anything though. I did text it earlier. I was like, hey, I want to record tonight. So I got off work. I realized it was already late in the day, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna record because I got to get it out. It's 420. I want to do this on 420, and I want to release it on 420, and that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna wrap this up in a couple minutes. I'm gonna edit it down. I'm not even gonna edit it. This is a bonus round, so there's no editing to be done practically, besides some minor tweaks. and a deliberate cut that I put in there. So we're good. And so you should be listening to this on 420. And if you're not, know that I'm extremely sorry that I missed it. But I think I'll make it. We've got plenty of daylight left. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for our 420 special. We're going to be talking about Minecraft. That'll be coming out next week. Also, Mortal Kombat is on Friday. We're going to be doing a collaboration special with Collateral Cinema. We're going to have a Mortal Kombat focused bonus round to tie into that. And then later on, we will be talking about Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, yes. I don't know if anybody saw it, but today is 420, obviously, since we've been talking about it. But today, this morning, they released the first scene from the new Mortal Kombat movie. It is on YouTube. If you want to go check it out, it is absolutely amazing and makes me so hyped for this movie. But if you want to wait, I respect that too. I cannot wait to watch Mortal Kombat and talk about it with you guys. It's going to be a really good time.
It's going to be so good, dude. And we're still going to be high doing it.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, didn't you say you had an announcement?
I did indeed. So, my former trumpet teacher, guys, if you guys didn't know, I got my bachelor's degree in musical performance in December. And my former trumpet teacher, I won't say his name for his own privacy, but he got a message from one of his friends who is also a professor of trumpet in Oklahoma at Oklahoma City University. And long story short, I will be auditioning in a few days for a graduate assistantship at Oklahoma City University. And I'm very, very excited. If I get the opportunity, I'll go study in Oklahoma for 2 years and get a master's degree, which is really exciting. If not, I'll just hang out here and I'll keep doing this podcast. I'm going to do the podcast regardless. This is just super exciting. Either way, it's going to be cool. If not, I'll just stay here and keep grinding what I'm doing until I can go next fall. So I'm super excited. Wish me luck. I'm excited to play. I'm kind of nervous because it's been a while since I've performed for anybody, whether it's faculty or students or just the general public. It's always frightening. Stage fright is very, very, very scary. But I'm excited, and I'm really happy to get to share that with you guys because that's big. And part of me hopes I get it, part of me hopes I don't. But I think the part of me that hopes I don't get it is the nerves and the not wanting to leave my family, because once I leave, that's it. I'm going into the world. So I'm excited, a little nervous, but excited.
And if you manage to do it, and if you manage to play live in front of an audience, we'll know that you have been getting over it.
And you guys will be blown away. Just kidding. Bad joke.
And that's where you just lead us out on a few trumpet notes right there. No. Dude, we need that energy on the podcast. We need that. We need
all that, dude. I can't wait. And once I get my own place, dude, I cannot wait to just do random trumpet notes on the podcast.
Yes, hell yeah. Well, I guess that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and wherever else you get your podcasts. We're also on social media. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Hit us up in the DMs. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or feedback on your platform of choice. In addition, we do have a Patreon, and I have actually been updating it with some Patreon content lately. So we have our Let's Play video game commentaries out. We've got actually a few of them out. One of them is available for free. And pretty soon here, we'll probably release a commentary on the bonus round as a free content. So stay tuned for that. I think that was actually going to be the original plan, and then we just said, you know what, fuck it, let's just pick a topic and go for it. And I'm actually glad that we did.
100%, man. And it's always fun doing these bonus rounds, man, because we can just let loose and just talk and have a good time and not have to worry about sticking to the script.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's fine.
Bo, you have anything to talk about Collateral Cinema? You wanna promote our shit?
Be sure to check out The Toxic Avenger coming up very soon with Michael Cornwell guesting. We're going to be doing that Mortal Kombat collaboration that Ash talked about, and we'll be doing a Nicholas Winding Refn movie very soon called Drive. So check us out.
And if you haven't already, check out our 420 special just released today on 420 on Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. We also kind of get into the Viewisk universe in general, and we get high. And Bo and I were actually fucking stupid that night. It was a great time.
Excuse me. I just sneezed. I apologize.
All right. Well, that being said, I'm Ashley Chancellor.
And I'm Zachary Gio.
We are Collateral Gaming, and we are out. Collateral Gaming is a Collateral Media podcast. All music and game clips are owned by their respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.